So the helicopters have started, it's just, I've never experienced anything like this. You're always like this no matter what you're doing. Because there's so much noise. It's like helicopter traffic, like an air base. I don't know how else to be more clear about that. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sometimes every minute. Like, fuck, dude, I'm not the only one in this geographic vicinity. Everybody sees it and hears that. And then the semi-trucks. And everything else. Like, I'm getting kind of tired of writing the same thing. I should just copy and paste it. And I wasn't expecting to get in that kind of conflict with two separate African-American, whoever they are, at Bank of America. I like Bank of America. I'm not changing Bank of America. The lady I spoke to was what you would think to deal with. I would have thought, she's black, she's really nice. I would have thought, I like black people. You know, if I was just like, she's nice. Black people are great. We need black people like that, because I guess there's probably Americans who are not racist. They don't have that inclination. And then when they deal with a chick like I just dealt with, they think black people are really great. You know, that's probably all that they process. Because you recognize, you do. You do. It's psychological. You recognize, I'm talking to a Chinese, I'm talking to a Japanese, I'm talking to a Russian, I'm talking to a Middle Easterner, I'm talking to a, let's go down. Make my point yet? I'm talking to a black person. I'm talking to someone who is Samoan. You recognize people's race. And most people don't have a bias or some weird hang up beyond that. But you recognize me, I'm white, you know? They're flushing, they're going in and out of the bathroom in there, by the way. Revolving doors, bacon in the house, just to note that. Toilet flushing, in and out, revolving door. That's really creepy. That's keeping me in my room right now. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Revolving door. Like, damn, man. And flushing, and bacon. From the 25th when I was offline not talking about it, bacon and the smell. Nothing has changed here. All right, well, anyway, so the woman I dealt with at B of A was extremely professional, very nice. I was really happy to talk to her. And I just got my business done, dude. The first one I called, this was like at 8:10 in the morning. And this is what I was just started to say. I wasn't expecting this shit, man. At 8 in the morning on Saturday, just not ready for it, man. Especially with what I'm going through personally in life. Whew. I'm not ready to start fighting with some black chick on the phone, man. And why are you doing that? I could tell. She heard my name. Look, I'm not going through this to prove my case. I'm not. I don't have to anymore. She was totally rude. You can totally sense it. I'm not even going to bother to explain any of that. I'm going to tell you my actions, and you need to start believing me. I could totally tell. And I was like, okay, I need to deal with someone else. So I asked to deal with someone else. It's not my words verbatim. It doesn't matter anymore. You need to start believing me. But I asked that, and I asked it politely. I wasn't insulting. You can go ahead and listen to the tape if they recorded it. And then I went on hold again, and they got another black chick at the same little center. And it was the same thing. She was more condescending. And then I tried to get my business done, and I found I was just in an argument, and it was getting elevated. And we were both just now at that point in an argument of debacle or whatever the word. Nobody was handling business. I wasn't out of line as a customer. I had the right to be challenging her. I had the right. But what is going on? This is really, really wrong. I'm a customer trying to handle my business. What's going on with your chicks is a total point. Any human resourcing offices, you can't deny the shit. And then I hung up on her, and I called back, and I got a really nice chick. She identified herself. She's very nice. She's out of Maryland. And she just wanted to do her job. And this is what I'm saying, man. This is a sweet, sweet chick. Probably went to black college or something. Just sweet chick. This is what I've been saying. there's reasons for this, but I'm not going to get onto the Al-Qaeda thing right now. But they totally did this. But a lot of the folks in America think there's a race war. A lot of whites who aren't so smart, who aren't maybe the best people, see that gangster stuff, and they start to not like blacks. And so they because they're not the best people, say all black people are like that. And you gotta see how, I mean, I can understand, I'm just gonna say this, how like a black doctor who went to medical school or a science degree, like serious studying, okay? And they get the same treatment from these jerks in this country. So the stuff that black people are going through, and I'm not using big words, don't do this to me right now. The stuff that black people are going through in 2021 is so horrendous. And it's been going on ever since we started this country. It has to stop with our persecution of African Americans here. It has to stop. It is satanic. But you have to hold humans responsible for their choices, for their conduct, their behavior. And we have a whole society of African Americans in my journey, what I am finding, that I don't feel they do. I don't get this treatment. I don't have any reason to feel this other way. They don't want civil liberties or civil rights, excuse me. They want to fight with other blacks. They want to fight with cops, everybody else, anybody who's not black like them. And my best way to describe it is gangster. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Maybe they have a new one from this next generation. That's what maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, let's talk about it. You know, I'm totally for that. But that's how I'm seeing things right now. And it's okay for me to say that. It's like, if you're not one of those gangsters, they don't even like other black people. And it's become a serious problem. And now blacks are persecuted in America. So it gets even deeper into serious stuff. I can't talk about it right now. I don't want to go into this right now. All I know is, like, when I go out in the streets of DC or I call places, and just all the time, I'm getting fucking outright abused by people. And it's really, my face is so fucking broke out. I have the worst complexion. This is why. I shouldn't be mildly trembling and getting really upset because of abuse by a phone person. And then the next one, and they're both the same race. Like, I don't have to justify this. What happened? Don't be turning this on people. Don't be turning this on civil rights people. Stop turning it on me. You need to recognize and hold responsible other people for their behavior too. That's what's causing our country to completely fall. If you couldn't see that at the Capitol building, nobody is ever responsible for a word they say or an action they take. It's not really anything that they did. It goes to not having parents. I'm not responsible for taking care of the kid I chose to have. Now, some people can't do that. They got to work. But so many don't. So many choose to say, you know, I don't need to take care of this kid that I just fucking reproduced. No, I'm very serious. I'm going to leave it and go back to work and act like I just didn't have this baby. You had a baby. It's a human life. You need to take care of it. You need to take responsibility for fucking something here, America. If not your own flesh and blood, then what? Then what? It's not going to be our democracy or our country, no. Not unless it has something for them that has to do with materialism. The whole pathological gangster thing, this is how I see it. If I'm wrong, if I need to be maybe anything, please, I'm telling you now, come talk to me. I'm open to it. But for now, this is how I see it. The pathological gangster thing that has, whatever the word, so many in America, the African Americans, that I believe is causing this outright abuse of civil rights people, of everyone, is to be a rich white American. Why are you doing that? What's gangster about? Money. Who has money? Think back to when we came here, when America, think back to the Thanksgiving, the Pilgrim days. Who has the money? The white. Like, I am tired of saying this. The white people really have to take responsibility for what they've done to our society here from 600 years ago. I'm not saying I have to take responsibility for the phone centers, African American. I would imagine they're the gangster girls there. They have their jobs, but they're gangster. Oh, we know what we're talking about. I don't have to take responsibility for their behavior, for anything they do. But you gotta understand where this started and why this quest for money and power has done and what it's done to the human here in this country, the human condition. It is evil. Nobody's life had any worth until you at some point could become the rich white American. Then your life, no, it's not even funny. And I'm not putting out angry stuff about whites. I'm whites. I like whites. This is serious. Once you reach this certain level, then your life mattered too. Is one of the fucking serial killers in the hallway? This is horrible here. No, I don't believe so. It's always interruptions and stuff. Remember where I'm at. This, whatever the word, give me words later, spread as we became more of a superpower and our behavior mirrored this. It spread to other countries. You want everything we have here. I ain't gonna go through it. You think I can't? I can. You want our America stuff. You want your life to matter. Be like us. Otherwise, we're going to turn away when you have genocide. We're going to turn away for every fucking thing. Because it's not happening to us. Our lives matter the most. And whose lives is really what we're talking about? It's the people who stormed the Capitol, the white people, the neo-Nazis. And they're going to take our country back. Some of this was true. Some of this was true, okay? Some of this holds truth. It's not the entire pizza pie, but it's a slice. The white people storming the Capitol, taking their country back. No matter how white trash they were, they still have white skin. This is where it started in America. I do not deserve to be abused by a gangster serial killer, African American, whatever she is, and all her hooker friends. I do not deserve to be abused by the gangster African American on the phone or on the sidewalk or anywhere. I don't deserve their abuse, but I know where this shit started. Okay? It started 600 fucking years ago. Okay? It's part of what feeds the Al-Qaeda radicalization over in the Middle East. Because they see how some of this, I don't want to get into it, but some of these folks they bring in, they see that. So the Al-Qaeda jihadists, Islamists, tell them how evil we are because they have some basis to it. What I'm trying to do is also de-radicalize them. When we can get this fixed here, it will affect the entire fucking global order. God bless America. Say goodbye.